Hello, everybody. So, I want to talk about something that happened last week. Just as a preface, I've been very fortunate in terms of my time transitioning, my journey transitioning, because of my friends, family, everyone around me has been very accepting. So I'm not used to dealing with discrimination, prejudice, uh, ignorance in general, or just transphobia, anything like that. Um, Sunday, excuse me one second. Sunday last week, I was talking to a roommate of mine about my Halloween costume that I was going to be myself when I was 17, and she didn't understand why that was a Halloween costume. I explained to her that I'm trans, whatever, and she seemed uncomfortable, but she was listening to me explain what it means to be transgender. Another roommate walks in and she immediately tells her that I'm trans, and this second roommate became very uncomfortable and actually a little hostile towards me. She then began to berate me with questions and comments that were very inappropriate. The first one was her asking me if I have a dick. She mentioned later that she's a well, first she asserts that I'm a man continuously, and she says that she attracts men, she's attractive. She also asserts that she's old enough to be my mother, which kind of puts her out of the acceptable age range, to me anyway, puts her out of what I consider an acceptable age range for me to be sexually involved with, so I don't know what exactly she was trying to get at. She said God didn't make a mistake when he made me a man. He didn't make a mistake, but he didn't make me a man. This is the way I argue against it. God made me with the soul of a woman, but put me into a male body and gave me the mission of making this body match the soul that he created for me. She didn't really have a response for that. She called me a dyke, even after I explained to her that is an offensive term. She couldn't get the word transgender right, despite me correcting her several times. What else? She said by the end of this that she couldn't accept what I was telling her about gender and sex, the relationship between the two. What else? And probably the craziest thing. Oh, and she of course doesn't think that I belong in a place with only women. And the craziest thing, probably that she said was that if she takes a shower and she wants to wrap the towel just around her waist and have her titties hanging out, she says that she would feel uncomfortable doing that because I'm here. Now, I wouldn't want to walk around anywhere with my titties hanging out unless the only person there is my sexual partner. That's it. So, that's kind of a crazy statement from a clearly crazy person. So, anyway, there was other crazy stuff, but fast forward to the next day, Monday, I'm speaking to the assistant director here. She was very bothered by what I went through, and she said she would speak to the director, and I caught up with her again on Thursday after she'd spoken to the director. She assured me that I'm not going to have to move anywhere, and any petition, whatever, that this person would have to bring up to try and get me out would have to go through them, and they would put an end to it. Because there's no reason why I have to go anywhere. I am a woman. Fast forward again to today, and I'm in the bathroom, just having my morning business meeting. And I go to wash my hands, and her stuff is like all around the sink, and all around the only sink that has soap by it. So, washing my hands, whatever. She comes in just as I'm finishing washing my hands, and she makes a big stink about me being at that sink. So I asked her, does my presence here bother you so much that using the same sink as you bothers you? She said yes. I told her to go to speak to the director. She said that she would. It's been a week now. She hasn't done it by this time. She's not going to. Because she knows that she's wrong. She knows that she's wrong. Anyways, so then later I'm taking my shower, and she starts continuously saying, there is power in Jesus. There is power in Jesus. The last time I was around someone who kept referencing Jesus in this manner, they kept saying, Jesus Christ is the Lord, Jesus Christ is King, on repeat, as I was transporting them to a psychiatric facility where they were later sedated upon arrival. So, now I'm not saying that anyone who believes in religion, Jesus Christ, is crazy, but someone who's going to continuously chant about Jesus when it's not prompted, it's not, I don't know. It's just really amazing what fanatical religious devotion does to the human brain. And it's really depressing that someone who seems like a nice person has been kind of corrupted and brainwashed by what should be a very uplifting and empowering institution. So, yeah. Just wanted to share this. Yeah. Laters.